There's a lot of things I'm yet to understand, but this I know. If I can do it, you can too. In the beginning, there's a kind of comfort, steady rhythm I know so well it's almost effortless. Each day flows into the next, familiar and predictable. I don't question it, but then I do. Is all this comfort taking me anywhere? Is staying here holding me back? I'm simply moving along with what's easy, what feels safe. There's a part of me that's content here in the shelter of soft routine. But there's another part, a quiet voice I can't ignore, whispering that maybe there's more. So I decide to break the mold. I start pushing harder, stepping beyond what's comfortable, diving into routines that demand a little more from me. At first, it's just a change in pace, earlier mornings, longer hours, a little more weight on my shoulders. Soon, it feels like something much bigger. Like I've wandered into a place that's both exciting and unsettling. This new path is unfamiliar and it stretches me in ways I hadn't imagined. The steady rhythm I once had is gone, replaced by the strain of something unknown. I feel it in every part of me, the mental fatigue, the physical grind, and the doubt that sneaks in, questioning if all of this is worth it. Each day brings its own struggle. I try to stay focused to remind myself why I started, but there are moments when it's hard to see any progress at all. The days blend together in a blur of effort and exhaustion, each one feeling just like that. And yet, even in the midst of this strain, I keep going. I show up, I push, I work, hoping that somewhere along the way all of this will pay off. Then slowly, almost without noticing, I begin to change. I feel a new kind of strength, a resilience that wasn't there before. Activities that used to drain me feel a little easier. Small things, a lift, a project, a deadline, it starts falling into place. It's not always obvious, but in these tiny moments, I sense the progress. There's a kind of satisfaction that comes from seeing myself grow, knowing that every bit of effort has shaped me in some way. For the first time, I feel like maybe this path is worth it, like I'm building something real. But even as I savor these small victories, I can't help but look around and see others so far ahead. Their achievements seem so effortless, like they've reached heights I can barely imagine. My progress, for all the effort I've put in, feels small, insignificant almost. It's as if I'm still standing at the foot of the mountain, looking up, wondering how many more steps it will take to even come close. The gap between us feels endless, and in that moment, the satisfaction of my small gains fades, leaving only a sense of how far I still have to go. And then there's the cost of it all, the time I've given up, the moments I've missed, the people I've drifted away from while chasing this path. I start to see that every step I've taken has come with a price, one I never fully understood. The world moved on without me while I was focused on moving forward, and now there's a sense of loss that's hard to shake. I've gained so much, but I wonder if I've also lost parts of myself along the way, pieces of life that I'll never get back.
You want something done, just do it yourself. Don't ask me anything, do it yourself. And I woke up one day, looked in the mirror, said, what you doing, man, do it yourself. What you waiting for, just do it yourself. You don't need no one, just do it yourself. Picked up the skill, I picked up the work. Now they can't say anything, I do it myself.
So I find myself returning to something familiar. I slow down, easing back to a pace that feels more balanced, more in tune with where I started. But this time, I'm different. There's a quiet confidence, a contentment that wasn't there before. I've come full circle, but I'm not the person when I was when I started. Each struggle, each step, every bit of effort I poured into this journey, it's all stayed with me, leaving behind a new strength, a deeper, resilience. Now, I see the value of the path itself, not just the destination. I don't need grand achievements or perfect results to feel fulfilled. The journey, the act of showing up day after day, of facing challenges and moving forward despite the doubt, that's where the real growth happened. It was in those small moments, in the quiet progress I made when no one was watching, that I found the strength I was looking for all along. I'm ready to consistently challenge the next milestone. Are you?